Spirituality is in fashion, but what actually is it? How does one get into it? My name's Stephan and I'm a business journalist, and I want to know if this weird world of meditation and mindfulness is right for me. I'm going to do a vision quest, which basically involves me spending 4 days alone in a forest, no food. And we found a shaman called Carlos who's allowing us to film the whole thing, but it was generally agreed that I do the quest alone, no crew. But because when I'm with my crew, I tend to mess around and not take things too seriously. So I'm a little bit scared, but I think I'm ready for it. I did do a couple of other Native American workshops, so I think I can get through this. Yeah, I can. I will get through this. Also, just I suppose intro, we've arrived, we set up our tents. We didn't bring anything that we were supposed to. We didn't bring any food. There's no food. So not only am I fasting, but the whole of you guys are fasting as well, apparently.
How have you planned and prepped for it, sort of psychologically? You know, like how have you prepped for this to be able to do it? Or are you just ignoring it like an ostrich in the sand until you actually get there? I'm not sure that's the best strategy.
Can we get a shot of... Sorry, it was just comical the way you were calling to the fire.
I'm trying to avoid being shot.
I know, I'm sorry. It was just comical. We just had to get joking.
It's not a comedy program.
You're right. This is a serious vision quest.
Stephan.
Speaking.
I hope you're okay. Because I've seen you in lots of extreme situations, and you can go into some dark places just like the rest of us.
Yeah. It just hasn't sunk in, a lot of it. I think after tonight, when I get out, when we sleep, and I've been more accustomed to this greenery, and it won't feel so alien at the moment. Can you take the dog out the tent, Carlos? Oh, you stink! Oh, you stink!
So we're going to spend a few minutes on each sense in turn. We'll start with hearing. You can close your eyes. Just notice the quality of sound, as if you were listening to music.
In the first exercise I had to focus on sounds and smells. So there was a lot of meditating, but there was also a lot of praying to nature and saying blessings to trees and animals. Native Americans are animists. And animists believe that all trees and stones and pebbles have souls and spirits. It was the same in the last workshop, Sweat Lodge, where I had to believe that my ancestors inhabited the hot stones that were heating the tent. And before that, frog venom, where I sort of had to believe that magical frogs were cleansing me of my bodily toxins. Native Americans excel at creating these very out there and uncomfortable spiritual practices, and Vision Quest was no different.
I want you to find a stick, and I want you to then decorate it. Some more string here. Oh, that's nice. You know, make something beautiful, and if the cynic starts talking, that's fine, but just say, okay, I just thought I'd do this because, you know, it's part of the process, and who knows what might come of this, okay?
Sounds good.
That's it, really. Okay, go now. While you're going off, I'm going to say something to them.
Okay.
I woke up in the night from a dream, and I had a clear concern, actually, about whether he's actually going to be ready for tomorrow morning. Right. So what I'm concerned about is whether he's prepared for this. And, you know, if he's not fully prepared, he won't be going out tomorrow. So I'm going to check over what he's got, what equipment he has brought, to make sure that he's got what he needs to be physically safe. Did you bring a power object of some kind?
I didn't. There's, I don't really have anything that's sort of powerful for me. I mean, I can...
Yeah.
You're going to make a power. I'm going to get you to make a power object today.
What are your feelings about today?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing out there, like, because the whole idea is like you're looking for a spirit animal, right?
You know, I don't think I'm going to see a spirit animal. You know,
Do you think your spirit animal's a rat?
I want it to be this massive elk, like that Harry Potter protagonist type thing. Just want it to appear glowing, ethereal, and then just like knocks on the top.
So it's going to claw you?
Do you know what a deer is?
I have no idea about deer. I live in the city, in a concrete jungle, and the biggest sighting I have of a deer is, you know, one on the packet of a Frosties pack.
That's a tiger. Jesus Christ, Isabel. We're like city folk. What's that film where the three Americans become cowboys? It's with Steve Martin, I think. It's not Steve Martin. City Slickers. Yeah, this is like City Slickers.
I'm just not a nature person, I'll be honest with you. And Vision Quest was designed by Native Americans, and Native Americans love nature. They're animists, so they're sort of at one with nature. They can appreciate it on various levels, and I can't. I'm a city boy. So in the run-up to doing this Vision Quest, Isabel thought it'd be a good idea for me to do another workshop called Horse Therapy as preparation. And the idea behind horse therapy is that you relearn how to bond with nature, how to communicate with animals. It's basically just a workshop in how to speak horse.
We observe the horses, we watch how they move around one another. So no talking, no touching.
Are we going to be able to ride them, do you think?